Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Artisans of Glimmith. As I was looking around at the end of the last one, I noticed I have this difficulty 3 puzzle in precision that I have just completely failed to notice. So let's see. So we can orange those, blue those, red these, because red can't be orange. Yellow those, green those, blue those, yellow these, the point is this cell can't be green because we've isolated 5 cells down here that we have to do something with if we do that. A familiar point at this point. Okay, so we could do that, do that. There we go. This one, I can't tell if this one, I'm guessing this one goes to the sort of the other path, right? Oh no, this is a precision puzzle. Okay, we can do this. This is a difficulty 2 precision puzzle. It doesn't matter what order we do the puzzles in, of course, but just for my own sanity. Okay. Okay, so if purple goes here, create this long string of is the same as is different to businesses. Oh, this is much easier. That just isn't purple because it isolates this cell. Okay, so this is the same. It's bendy. This is different, so it's long. This is different, so it's long. So this is the same, which is marked. Whatever this is also takes that for free. This is a 3 shape, which I think has to be exactly this one. Because any other one is going to that touches this is going to strand a corner. Okay. This is always a bent one, so that means this one's always straight. And the straight it is has to be horizontal, because if it were vertical, it would isolate 5 cells. Okay, there's our gold window. I was like, I'm sure that I have done most of this. I'm just missing something. Okay, let's see. We can go back down the other branch now, because there was a second branch here that we could explore before we go on sort of forward through that. Okay, so this depicts the shape of the region that we're making. And we're allowed to have repeats, but this won't be an S if it takes that cell, so in fact we've got to do that. Got to do that. Do that. S's don't have 3 cells in a row anywhere, is the key thing. So as soon as you have 2 cells in a row in a shape you know is an S, then you can draw a line. Is the thing I am using here repeatedly. Go. Okay, let's continue up. Okay, this is part of a square. I think the only square it can be part of is that one. This is part of a square. I think the only square it can be part of is that one. This is part of a length 4 thingy thing. This is part of a length 4 thingy thing. We remember that a shape can contain multiple of these. Let's see. Speaking of a shape being able to contain multiple of these, I guess one thing I could do as sort of a first act of defiance in any one of these puzzles is to draw a bar between any two things that have a different shape of polyomino in them that are next to each other. So anyway, this is an eye. This is one of those. This is an eye. And here is my little purple square. Continue. Okay, let's see. I see my 3 in a row here. They're just reminding me that, hey, you are allowed to have a Shameomino. Even though we do not have proper Shameomino coloring in this world for some reason. Okay, we can do that. This square, again, once you know sort of one corner of a square, you know the whole square. See, this eye assuredly has to go this way. And yes, annoyingly, you do call it an eye, regardless of whether it is a pentomino or a tetromino. This T, I think, can only look like that. Which indeed makes this L. And now we have to go fill in those. Okay, let's see. There's a path here, apparently. Okay, well, this is a monomino. Oh! I see. I see. We have introduced a new rule. We have introduced mingle shape. Neighboring regions must have different shapes. I see. So that means that this square can't take that cell. I didn't quite realize I was going to be done as soon as I drew that in, but I did. I was. I see. Am I only going to get mingle shape going this way? You don't need to place whole shapes at once. It can be useful to color an incomplete part of a shape. Sure. Okay. These V's, we certainly know what they're going to look like. And so now this V is going to look like that, which means this one's going to look like that, which means this one's going to look like that, this one's going to look like that. And then we can go through and we can green the rest of those. Okay, very nice. Okay, this I think is leading over to a whole different window. I will look forward to the Mingle mash. I was wondering when they were going to introduce just straight up Polyomino. I wonder if that's going to be their version of straight up Polyomino. Voila. But not that green. There we go. Oh, there's some down below, even. Oh, now we've got a shape bank. All regions must be one of these shapes. Okay, so this one has got to be a P pentomino, because it's, of course, not going to be a square. And my P pentomino has got to be this one exactly. Likewise, this one. Now I've got a square. Now I've got a P pentomino. Another P pentomino. And another P pentomino. And another square. There we go. Looks better like that. Okay, so squares in the corner. They want us to make sure we understand squares in the corner. I think we understand squares in the corner. No, and they also want us to make sure we understand the not everything has to be a thing. Let's see. Speaking of squares in the corner, this square now is forced, but it's not in a corner, but it's forced for a different reason, which is that this thing is not part of it. More squares in a corner. This is definitely not part of that square. This is definitely not part of that square. This is definitely not part of that square. Okay, this square now only has one direction to go because that's definitely not part of it. And one more square in the corner. No. I got a little ahead of myself. There we go. Although I should make this square a different color, I suppose. Let's make it orange. I'll make that one a little lighter. I'll make this one purple as well, but a little lighter purple. And this one could be orange. Yeah, there we go. Good. Okay, let's see. We've got some 2s over down here. The 2s. All regions must be one of these shapes. Okay, I know which one that is. This one now has to go down in order to get to its appropriate size. This now has to connect to there because of the shape bank rule. This has to be part of a domino now, for the funny reason that if it became a triomino, it would be in something labeled as a domino. We've got that going there. I don't know which way I don't know what it's going to be. I just know it's going to be something like that. Okay, this is now part of a length 3 thing, and the only length 3 thing it can be now is vertical because of the blue coming horizontally. And once we know it's vertical, we actually know that it's that one exactly. Let's us ice that over there. One more purple, and now this needs to be part of something that's going to be like that. Yes, I like this coloring mostly. I have an idea. It would look cool if the purples got darker as it went from left to right. I think that's good. Again, if you want me to do the interior decorating of your house based on my profound sense of color arrangements, get in touch. Ooh boy. This X is the one that we can start with. Because it can only look like that. And so that makes this a domino. Makes that a domino. And now this is part of that X, and so we know which X it is. It's that X. This is now part of a domino. So this now, if I look at it, those are all together, and so this has to be an X, because that's what's in my shape bank. This has to be a domino, so this has to be a domino. This now is forced to be that plus. Let's see, we can do that domino, that domino, that domino, that domino, that domino. So many dominoes. Okay, everything else left is a domino. I see. Okay. Do that. we go. Oh, is this 3 from the other area? Oh, this is a Precision 21 puzzle. I just missed it. I'll wait and I'll maybe come back to that one at some point. Just because I am doing the intro to this theme. And not because I saw that it said Precision 21 and was like, oh no. Okay, this eye can't extend that way, so it's got to extend that way. This can't go this way without joining something it's not allowed to be part of. I don't know if I want to use that, though. Another funny fact about S's is that if you have an S in a corner like this, it's always going to take the diagonal to it because it's either going to go that way and then be forced this way, or this way and then be forced this way. Now, it certainly can't be this one because this one makes that T impossible. So it's instead going to have to be that one. Which then just makes me do that, and this L like that. This is now part of a T. Could be any two of these three, I think, and still be acceptable. Okay, so now if we sort of say, if this S didn't take that cell, we know it would take this cell, and that's a problem because now it would look like that, using our sort of like S's in corners observation. So it definitely takes that, which then fills in the whole thing. And now we can draw in this, which now can't go down. It's got to go that way. And now this has to look like that. I'm actually pretty happy with that arrangement. OF for video title. Oh, but right, not everything has to be part of an F, just these both have to be part of an F. Okay, so this thing off to the side, which cell of the F can it possibly be? It can't possibly be part of the spine, because the spine isn't in a corner. The only thing it can possibly be part of, it can possibly be is that cell. It's the only cell you can put in a corner of a sort of 3x3 that contains an F. And so, therefore, the spine is either here, which it's definitely not, or here. The spine being here would be a problem because it would make this not part of the F, and I certainly am not fitting an F over there. And now we repeat the argument for which part of the F is this. Again, it has to be one of the corners because I can't make that part of the F. And so we get that. And I will change to green before I do this, so all of this pop up in a nice color. There's a 3 down here. Okay, so this is certainly not either of those because they're different. These are also different. Okay, this certainly doesn't go that way because it would cut off this. So it goes that way instead, which lets me fill in that. This certainly can't take that cell, and it can't take that cell either, so we can fill in that. Can't take that cell or we won't be an L. Can't take that cell or we'll cut off this. Remember, we have a shape bank here. So therefore, this is also an L. And therefore, this is also an L. Just by shape bank stuff. This cell, whatever it is, it can't be part of an L, because whichever L it becomes part of is going to cut off a cell. So it's part of a triomino, which means it has to be that triomino exactly. And now this one can go back to being red like that. And we can switch back to yellow before I do that. Voila! I want this one to be a slightly more pronounced red. There we go. More dignified. Okay. That's probably a good place to wrap up this video. We've had a lot of fun with this mechanic so far, but there'll be more next time. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Warriors of Glimmith. Bye for now.